Today we're talking about this man here. What is his name? Isaac Maliyamungu. Isaac Maliyamungu. Those of you who watched the movie, The Rise and Fall of Idi Amin, you certainly will remember Maliyamungu. His story is about to get thick. Isaac Maliyamungu was born, my brother, my sister, in Zaire. That was where he was born, my brother, my sister. He was born in Zaire. And in Zaire, my brother, my sister, he was raised. He was from the Kakwa ethnic group, right there from Uganda. But he himself was born in Zaire, Maliyamungu. Hey, his story is about to blow you away. In fact, he was born a Christian, into a Christian home. He went to church as a little child. We do not know exactly when he was born, because he was born into a family that was totally illiterate. But we do know when he died. He was born in Zaire and he died in 1984 in Sudan. He was a man of mystery. If you are ready, can I take you through the story of Isaac Maliyamungu? Isaac Maliyamungu was also called Isaac Lugonzo. And he was a Ugandan soldier. How did he become a Ugandan soldier? In fact, he came from the same ethnic group as Idi Amin Dada, the one-time leader of the Ugandan people. This is a man nobody would ever forget. And here you can see the photograph of Idi Amin, juxtaposed with that of Isaac Maliyamungu. Oh my God. I dread what I'm going to say today. Students, sit down. Listen. Isaac Maliyamungu grew up in Zaire. We don't know too much about his education, but we know that he spoke 22 different languages. 22. And if you may permit me, I may mention some of them, and that will blow your mind. He was naturally a brilliant guy. Very, very brilliant. He didn't go to school that much. Many people said he was even an illiterate. But he rose to the helm of the Ugandan army. And he wielded so much power that only the president surpassed. My brother, my sister, he spoke fluent Kakwa because he was a Kwakwa. He spoke Kiswahili. He spoke English. He also spoke Lusoga. He spoke Luganda and spoke Runyoro. He spoke Luo and so many other languages, about 27 in all. Some say 21. Others too say 27. Everywhere he went in Africa, he spoke a language there that people understood. No wonder later in this class, you will get to know how important he was to the Idi Amin regime. Somewhere in 1969, he joined the Ugandan army. At that time, Idi Amin had risen to the top of his game. He had become the leader of the army. Idi Amin had served in the army in the days of colonialism, and the British loved him. He played the fool. They laughed at his jokes. Little did they know Idi Amin was using them to rise to the top. And when he got to the top, it was in the days of President Milton Obote. And whilst Milton Obote was president, Idi Amin was naturally the leader of the army. And he could enlist and de-enlist anybody at all. In other words, hire and fire. Idi Amin was powerful. He brought his cousin, who we are talking about today, Isaac Maliyamungu, all the way from Zaire. and made him join the army. He had no papers, no certificate, no army training, nothing. But he joined. In no time, Idi Amin called his own cousin and told him, you know, I know you are a very smart guy. I want to overthrow the president of Uganda, Milton Obote. And I want to do it quick. But I need you to be the master tactician. And Isaac Maliyamungu said, no problem, sir. He started recruiting soldiers from different parts of Africa, including Kenya, Zaire, and some other such places. Remember, he spoke 27 different languages. And they were training in the forest of Uganda. They were training, and they gave themselves time that they were going to be able to strike at the Milton Obote government. Hey! But their plan was overridden. Maliyamungu was able to pick up the signal that the president, Milton Obote, was about to sack Idi Amin, because he had heard Idi Amin was beginning to start to fight him and to try to overthrow him. Treason. Idi Amin had to act fast. He unleashed the soldiers on Milton Obote, chased him out of power, and seized power in a coup d'etat. The whole coup d'etat was masterminded by the master tactician Isaac Maliyamungu. It happened, my brother, my sister, in 1971. I was not born. Idi Amin Dada took over the whole of Uganda. And after he took over, he promoted his cousin, who was just a corporal at the time, all the way to the head of the army, his former position before the coup d'etat. Hey! You think you have heard so much? You have heard nothing yet. 1971. Idi Amin took over the power that he so much needed in Uganda, chased out Milton Obote, and took over. His cousin was his next in command. Idi Amin had no vice. His vice and everything was his cousin from the same Kwakwa ethnic group known as Isaac Maliyamungu. Hey, he said, Maliyamungu, anything that you feel like doing, do it. If anybody misbehave, kill them. If you can't kill them, kill them. Maliyamungu, to stay strong and be able to be very active, you must eat snake every day. Idi Amin made sure that he and Maliyamungu had a dinner of snakes almost every evening. And coming from the Kwakwa clan, this was a common thing done amongst his ethnic people. Just like in Ghana, the Dagatis love the dog. So when you see a Dagati man eating dogs, do not be surprised. That is his favorite meat. My brother, my sister, they love to eat snakes, and they believe that the snakes will make them strong. Amongst the Kwakwa people of Uganda, they also believe that when a man dies, especially your enemy, you should cut a bit of his body, cook it and eat it good. But if you want to stay and live longer and fight all your enemies, don't cook it at all. Just cut a bit of the dead enemy's flesh and eat it raw. Isaac Maliyamungu. Now Isaac Maliyamungu took over the whole of Uganda, and Idi Amin rested comfortably. He trusted him so much. Listen to what he started doing. They decided to enlist more Kwakwa people and more Nubians into the Ugandan army, their own ethnic group, sacking one after the other. The other tribes or ethnic groups that Idi Amin and Maliyamungu believed opposed their ethnicity. So at the time, the Ugandan army was about 90% Kwakwa and Nubians. And it was all orchestrated by Isaac Maliyamungu. See what happened now? Isaac Maliyamungu killed one after the other the enemies of the regime of Idi Amin. There was a time Kenyan Airways had a conversation, and it was top diplomatic intelligence. Israelis were trying to come over to Entebbe Airport, and that was the main airport right there in Uganda. They wanted to free some hostages. Maliyamungu heard it, but he described it as Garcia. And in Uganda, when you say Garcia, it means rubbish. So if you talk to me and I say Garcia, it means rubbish. You know what that means? Rubbish. He rubbished the intelligence. Unfortunately, the Israelis struck Entebbe Forest Airport, I beg your pardon, and freed all the hostages. At the time, Isaac Maliyamungu was in a hotel with a prostitute. In fact, there were 4 prostitutes, and he was hammering all of them. From one, how do you call that? If a man decides to sleep with 4 women at a time, how do you call that? Anybody? Show by hand if you know. I know that we have 2 some, 3 some, maybe we have 4 some. This would be 5 some. My God, 4 women, 1 man, and he had the energy to service and grease all of them. My brother, my sister, whilst he was greasing the 4 women, news came out that Entebbe Airport had been attacked, and Idi Amin was so shocked that his own main man, Maliyamungu, will be there. And there will be an attack at Entebbe. Maliyamungu was busily greasing 4 women. Jesus have mercy. When he heard it, he quickly rushed to the airport. Before he arrived, the Israelis had already left. And he realized that there were some 14 soldiers who were compromised. He took all of them into the barracks, pulled out a pistol, and shot 12 of them at a go. The 2 of them left. You know what he did to them? He disemboweled them. Do you know what that word means? To disembowel. You would put somebody down on the street and ride a truck over the person, like an articulated truck or an army truck, destroying the person. That is disemboweling. It's different from dismembering. To dismember is to cut off some body parts. But when you put the person and pecha the person, that is disemboweling. That was what he used. He was feared by every member of the army. Isaac Maliyamungu. Idi Amin used him as his main hatchet man. He killed for fun. In fact, it's reported that a day never passed without Isaac Maliyamungu killing at least 10 people. He killed all Idi Amin's enemies. Anything Idi Amin asked him to do, he did it to perfection. He never failed, including killing bishops and people of the Christian faith. Killing, he did for fun. Isaac Maliyamungu. Idi Amin in 1972 decided to send out all Asians, the Indians and the Chinese, for destroying the economy of Uganda. Isaac Maliyamungu was the one who did that. And all their businesses were supposed to be seized and be given to ethnic Ugandans. In fact, he seized a lot of the things for himself. He enriched himself. Isaac Maliyamungu. But everything that has a beginning has an end. And this is where we are ending it. Isaac Maliyamungu, we do not know if he had a wife or not, but he had so many women around him. In fact, he never drank alcohol. He was always in the midst of women, and he didn't sleep with 1 woman at a time, at least 4. He was full of energy, Snake meat was giving him energy, power. Gaga ni gaga. Hosro? Ha! Isaac Maliyamungu. My brother, my sister. Idi Amin was deposed when Tanzanian soldiers and some African soldiers came over to rescue Uganda from the hands of the dictator. And this was in 1979. 8 years of brutish force, brutal government, 8 years of bloodiness, 8 years of a blood pool right there in Uganda. Maliyamungu stood with Idi Amin all the way to the end. He facilitated the escape of Idi Amin to Libya, and he stayed to fight. Maliyamungu ran out and went back to Zaire, where he started raising another soldier group to come back and fight. He promised Idi Amin that he would fight and remove any other person and bring him back to rule Uganda. Idi Amin believed him. There was nothing Maliyamungu said he would do and he didn't do. He returned to Zaire, brought soldiers from Kenya, some from Cameroon, and some other parts of Africa. They started what was known as the Bush War. Unfortunately, it also failed. Maliyamungu decided to go to Sudan. And over there, he was in a hotel. This time round, not with 2 women, 3 women, 4 women. He was there with 9 women. Hey, power. Gaga ni gaga. Oh my God. 9 women, back to back, pa to pa, soldiers. He had the energy. Hey! Whilst he was there, he didn't know that some of the prostitutes had been planted. And that was what it was. They were calling him, oh, soldier, commander, commander. He was greasing all 9 women. And then they gave him a drink. Oh, relax. Oh, take this drink. And Ugandan women, you know, they look like Mamiya, slim and, you know, yeah, very hot and nice, you know, with nice teeth. Ha! He was greasing all 9 of them. When they brought him the juice, he drank it because, he was already in the mood. The moment he drank it, they needed only 2 minutes. When he went to lie on the bed, his body started trembling. What is happening? What is happening? What? Oh, boom. Okay. 1984, in February, Isaac Maliyamungu could not fulfill his last promise to Idi Amin Dada. When Idi Amin heard that Isaac Maliyamungu had died, he said, I will not believe it until I see his dead body. Isaac Maliyamungu, born in Zaire, raised in Zaire and Uganda, from the Kwakwa ethnicity. The man who was not satisfied with sleeping with 1 woman, 2, 3, but at least 4 women at a time, greasing all of them. My brother, my sister, he died naked with a hard-on. What a man. Today we remember you, Papa. Yeah, Maliyamungu. Why have you? Maliyamungu. Isaac Maliyamungu, you killed innocent people. You killed innocent people. You rose up to the topmost part of the army. You gained the confidence of Idi Amin, yet another dictator. But there is one thing we'll never take away from you. You were loyal to the end like Chucky. Oh, Papa. Yeah, you died naked with a hard-on. People didn't believe that you were dead. It takes a man to die with a hard-on. Yeah, Isaac Maliyamungu. Isaac Maliyamungu. Isaac Maliyamungu. How many times have I called you? Isaac Maliyamungu. Yeah, Maliyamungu. Uninyaminko. 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 He left behind all the money he made. He left behind all the numerous women he had. He left behind all the children that he made. He left behind everything and joined the people that he killed. Today we remember you. Wherever you are, we pray that the Lord would have mercy on you.